I'm Adam,
I'm Brett.
and we're the Waltwins.
Is that true, though? If these handsome dudes over here are the Waltwins, then I am the grill sergeant, and that would make me Adam, and this Jew can cue. No, in all seriousness, we are the Waltwins. I'm Adam. I'm Brett.
I'm Andrew, Grill Sergeant.
I'm Adam, this Jew can kill.
And we are here together in Georgia for a Pit Boss Summit where we got a bunch of the Pit Boss creators all together. And today we're going to cook some family style food. We're going to show you how we do it. You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Pit Boss on 3. Ready?
Is it like on 3 or before?
So if you say 3 and then go, or is it? No, it's
On
1, 2,
2 and a half.
and then
Let's just start cooking.
Pit Boss, just like we practiced. All right. We smell nice.
Hey everyone, I'm Adam, this Jew can kill, and today I am doing twice baked potatoes because we got the Waltwins, and I'm a twin dad myself, so you know we gotta have twice baked potatoes. These are gonna be awesome. I'm gonna show you some awesome tips to make sure these potatoes are nice and creamy. They're gonna be a huge hit with your family and friends. These are twice baked potatoes because we're gonna be cooking them twice. We're gonna go in to the vertical Pit Boss at 350 degrees until they actually hit temperature. That's one of my pro tips. Don't just cook the potatoes for a certain amount of time. Use a thermometer. About 208 degrees, you're gonna have the perfect potato. It's gonna be the best consistency. And then after they're done, we're gonna cut them open. We're gonna fill them up with all the good stuff. We're gonna take that potato filling, we're gonna mix it with heavy cream, sour cream, some cheese, and then we're gonna go ahead, get that all mixed up, and then we're gonna fill the potatoes back up. We're gonna go back onto the vertical at 350 until that gets nice and hot, and then we're gonna finish them off with some green onion, bacon, and a little bit of sour cream. And for that extra kick inside our potatoes, we got the cowboy butter. This is an awesome rub. It's got butter, jalapeno, paprika. It's gonna give those potatoes a nice kick. It's gonna keep your family and friends guessing on what you got in there. All right, we're gonna start prepping our potatoes. Couple things that I like to tell people. First, again, cook them to temperature. That's the key. You're looking at about for 208 degrees internal on the potato. Next, I don't like to use foil. Get that out of here. We're not wrapping our potatoes in the foil. First things first, we're gonna get some olive oil on these. There is a little bit of controversy with potatoes. When do you put the olive oil and salt on? When does it create the perfect skin? I like to do it at the start. That way I'm not rushing out in the middle of cooking dinner, trying to get olive oil and salt on the potatoes the last 10 minutes. Just do it all ahead of time. They're still gonna be crispy. They're still gonna be great. So let's go ahead, let's get some olive oil on there. Got my basting brush, just gonna get a nice little coat on there. Get all over the potatoes. Don't be shy. Also, when you're looking for potatoes, russet potatoes are gonna be probably your best bet. Any large potatoes will work, but russets are usually the ones that are gonna give you the best results. That's kind of another little tip with those twice baked potatoes or just baked potatoes in general. So they got the olive oil on there. Gonna hit them with a little bit of salt on all the sides. Again, this is mostly just to get that skin a little crispy, so when you have that twice baked potato, it just helps fill them up a little bit and also gives you a little bit of crunch when you're eating them and you get that potato skin. So olive oil, salt, then we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna poke a few holes into these. You might not need to do it, but again, I don't want exploded potato everywhere. So just gonna put a few little holes in, nothing big, just kind of in there. And this is just letting that steam escape that's inside the potato. And these are all set. And now we can go ahead, we can load up our vertical. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, get these potatoes on the smokers so the Waltwins and Grill Sergeant can get the rest of that family dinner going, and then we can have everything hot and delicious on time. So let's go ahead, let's get these on. We got it heated up to 350 degrees. Let's get them on. All right, we got the spuds on, 350 degrees. We're gonna check them in about 30 minutes. Again, we're looking for that perfect temperature, about 208 degrees to get that perfect consistency with our potatoes. Then we're gonna go ahead, slice them open, stuff them with all the good stuff. It's gonna be awesome. Stay tuned.
This family style dinner will have you clucked up. This chicken is gonna turn out so good. These are chicken leg quarters. When I first found out about them, I don't do chicken any other way, because you have like the best of both worlds. You have the drum here, and then you have the chicken thigh. And so it's like best of both worlds all into one. As far as prep goes, very, very light. If there's just the skin that is hanging off here, I'll just come in and just trim all that stuff up. But to me, the easy thing about chicken leg quarters is it's very little prep. So for the most part, I'm just coming in here, and if there's any just kind of loose, hard fat in here, I will just come in and trim that up and take that off. But this is one of the easiest things to prep and one of the easiest things to season. So as far as flavor goes, I think chicken leg quarters are your best bang for the buck. And for presentation wise, you're going to get just a beautiful looking chicken when we are done with this. This is my last leg quarter. Let me get this out of the way. Now I'm going to share a little family secret with you guys, but don't tell anyone. The secret to crispy chicken skin is going to be duck fat spray. The fat in here, when you actually get it on the smoker at higher temps, it's going to beautifully crisp up that skin. One of the biggest problems with chicken on a pellet smoker is, oh, it was good and smoky, but the skin didn't really have a good bite through. Well, the duck fat is your secret weapon to get that really nice crispy skin and really nice bite through. So I'm going to start right now. I'm going to flip all the chicken leg quarters over. I usually like starting on the backside first. I'm going to take this duck fat spray. Oh, there we go. All right, so spray them down just like that. Now, for seasoning goes, I'm going to be using Pit Boss's smoked salt and pepper rub. If you haven't tried this one, don't sleep on it. This not only is a beautiful salt and pepper mix, but it also has a smokiness to it. So not only are we going to be putting it in a smoker, you're also going to get extra smoke from the rub itself. This rub is my go-to. If I'm filming, if I'm not filming, I use the smoked salt and pepper rub all the time. Beautiful. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip these over and we're going to work on the presentation side, and we're just going to repeat the process. I'm going to take my duck fat spray, just coat these all over, and then hit them up with the rub. Now, if you wanted even extra flavor, you could lift up the skin on the thigh side and you can get some rub underneath the skin as well. I've done it both ways. You know, sometimes, you make something, you're like, oh, that was a little too much seasoning. So if you're a fan of just that extra kick, you can put seasoning underneath the skin. Today's cook, we're not going to need it. We just have so many good flavors on this thing already. But now that these are beautifully seasoned up, we can get these on the smoker. So I have the smoker behind me. This is the Pit Boss DX 1150. I have the temperature set to 200 degrees. We're going to get these chickens on. And for the first 30 minutes, I just want smoke to hit them. After 30 minutes, I'm going to bump the temperature up from 200 to 350 degrees. That's going to help us really render out and get a nice crispy skin. And then we're going to do a little glaze. We're going to be eating good. So now let's get these on the smoker. All right, let's let them bathe in some smoke. Woo! All right, we're going to let those bathe in smoke for about 30 minutes. I'm just kidding. It's a new glove. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm just kidding with y'all. But yeah, we'll check back in about 30 minutes and then we'll turn up the temp.
All right, we've got this outdoor patio kitchen. Grills are full of food. We've got family style going with Grill Sergeant. He's got some chicken leg quarters. We've got this Juke and Q. He's got some twice baked potatoes in the vertical. And there's just enough room for some jalapeno poppers. And that's what we're here to cook today. There's always room for jalapeno poppers. Really fun, really delicious, and really simple. There's a lot of different ways you can do this, but we're gonna show you a quick and easy way that's gonna go perfect for this dinner. Because the grills are already full, already have things in them cooking, we didn't wanna mess with the temps. This one is good because it has a variety. All we're trying to do is cook the bacon and get everything else kind of soft and cooked through. So it's just a matter of time, really. The temp can vary. So we're gonna get to this one and show you how we build this. Very, very basic, very simple, but
First,
simply
actually,
delicious.
let's get to the groceries because we're using, well, they are bacon wraps, so we've got this thicker cut bacon. We've got jalapenos because you can't have a jalapeno popper, I'm surprised, without jalapenos.
Shocker.
We got cheddar cheese and cream cheese. We're gonna put a little bit of cowboy butter dust on there as well.
Now, a pro tip, you would want thin cut bacon, but also at the same time, you use what you got. This is what we got. This is what we're going with. So this thicker cut, it's just gonna take a little bit longer to cook through, but it's still gonna be delicious in the end. First things first, we're gonna make our mix. We've got 1 brick of cream cheese. Use any kind you like. Softened, this has been out just a little bit, so it's a little bit softer. Straight from the fridge, it's gonna be a little bit harder to mix up. Another pro tip, you can also use whipped cream cheese, but this is gonna work just fine.
You definitely wanna plop it into the bowl. Plop, just like that.
Just like that.
I went to plopping school for 2 years. It's great. He graduated second in his class, which is third in your class?
Third in my class.
Which is weird. There were only 2 students. So
Crazy.
So then all we're gonna do is we're gonna mix cheese. And the thing is, you do as little or as much as you want. We're cheesy dudes.
We
so
are
like
cheesy
the
dudes.
cheese. We're gonna add quite a bit here. And just for kick and kind of to marry the flavors of what's already going on, we're also going to highlight the Pit Boss Cowboy Butter Rub into the cream cheese just a little bit, because a little goes a long way inside this one. As it gets hot and gooey, it's just going to marry those flavors. All right, so that Pit Boss Cowboy Butter Rub right here. So we're just going to sprinkle a little bit of that in there. There we go.
Yummies.
Like we said, just a little bit of that. Now we can do one of 2 things. We have a spoon, but I realize I'm already gloved up. Let's make this simple as a pimple.
It's always fun to get messy.
It is fun to get messy. So just mixing that together, getting that cheese in there, getting all of this mixed in. So this is mixed up just enough. I mean, there's not much to this. This is very simple. That's what we say. That's why we like this. This is very few ingredients for a powerful flavor that is going to be incredible.
Yep. All right, so we're going to start with the jalapeno. And to make it simple, the way we want to do it is we want to try to keep the end together and intact. So we're just going to cut it off, not to cut a hole through it, so it's going to hold the cheese as much as possible, the cream cheese, and then we're going to cut it right down the middle as best we can.
That's
Or
the middle?
Not as best we can. Pro tip, take a spoon and you're going to scrape out the ribs and the seeds. If you want some of the heat from the jalapeno in there, in the popper, you can leave some of the ribs. That's where the heat is, and seeds as well. So
now, if the back happens to come off, no big deal. A little bit of the cheese is going to ooze out, but with the bacon on the top kind of holding it together, we should be okay. Brett, looks like you're having fun. I don't want you to have all the fun on your own. Let me jump in here and help as well.
just about to invite you to the party, my guy.
Didn't mean to get jalapeno business.
Oh, you sure did.
Ew.
You'll be here all week, unfortunately.
Hey.
Kidding, my brother.
I resemble that. A little bit better down the middle, I'd say.
It's much better down the middle.
Thanks for noticing. Like Brett was saying, so what we're doing, we're obviously clearing this out. Some people cut these all and just leave everything in here. Once you open them, if you were clearing a little bit of space for your cream cheese, then you would leave some of this in if you like a lot of the kick. The ribs is where you're going to get most of your heat. So for us, we want the flavor, less kick. So we're going to take everything out. Some of this will still have kick, of course, but that's why we're clearing it out. And we're also making a boat, so more space for our cream cheese and cheese mix. So that's it. But like you see, so this one broke out a little bit. That's not going to be a problem at all. When we get the bacon, we'll just wrap that and we should be good.
Another pro tip when you're working with jalapenos, always wear gloves. I learned that the hard way. I was doing a chicken street taco where I would cut up the jalapenos for my pico de gallo, and my fingers burned for days. Apparently I had little cuts that I didn't know about. And then don't go swimming in a pool with chlorine, because you're going to feel it. Man, Adam, he had the easy job, just baked potatoes. They're just sitting there literally baking in the smoker.
Oh, hey, what's up?
It's called being smart, fellas. Work smarter, not harder.
Hashtag facts.
That's right. Man, it is hot out here cooking with these. Some would say a scorcher, indeed.
Did somebody say Scorcher?
Hey, it's Steph from Foster Feed.
I'm Steph Foster from Foster Feast, and this is your barbecue weather report. The jalapenos are not the only thing that is going to be hot today.
You got that right, sister.
See you later.
Goodbye. Thanks for that update. Now we know. Back to the program. What's that? Yeah, man, what you got?
That's it.
Oh, is that tomahawk?
That's the tomahawk.
Oh my gosh. Oh, yes, come on. Thank you. Oh, are you kidding me?
The grub would just take over, my bad.
Here, let's split that one so that way, or just have a piece of that one. Grab that other side so I can.
And make sure he isn't that compound butter.
Thank you. Thank you. Compound butter, black and garlic. Oh my! You never know what to expect at this Pit Boss Summit, but you can always expect good food. Oh my gosh! All right. So we've got our jalapenos cut down. We've got them halved. We've got them grouped together just to make it easier so we can tell which one goes with which. But now all we got to do is fill these up. And then wrap them, of course. We're going to take a good amount on our spoon and smear it in there. Here, we'll go like this so I can get a nice smear. You get some smear, and you get some smear. Everybody get some smear. You're all gonna smear. Get over smear. And then we're going to fill both sides. Get that in nice. So you don't have to overstuff these because there's going to be plenty of cream cheese and cheese goodness in there. And also, these will hold together a little bit because of that's there. So we've got one. We're going to fold those together
So like I said, so now that's going to act kind of like a glue, hold it together, and then all that's left to do is to wrap with the bacon. This thick, thin bacon that we've got here, it actually is thinning out as it's stretching out. That's the thing too, is you can kind of stretch it because it's this thicker cut. Again, thin cut is preferred, but just to show that you can be done even without. But I'm getting the meat side up, we'll put the fat side underneath, and we're going to kind of overlap as we go, so that will hold together. And we're going to go all the way down to the end. And then just to kind of hold this together. Now this top, I'm not worried about. That's going to hold together. But the secret weapon we've got here, we've got these toothpicks. And we're trying to get all the way to the end. So we're overlapping just a little bit. Stick it in. And then that's just going to hold that while we cook. So we can just, and let me tuck that in there as well. All right. So we'll just build the rest of these real quick.
And let's wrap. Speaking of wrap,
Adam, I bust the beat, you bust the rhymes. Ready? A boom, stickity, boom, pipe. I got myself a boom, because I'm the FIFA, the full feeling from me. Here comes a Peter Piper. I'm upper than Pinocchio's nose, because I'm a supercalifragilistic. I gave a whoopsie, daisy. Now you got me crazy. Doodly-doo, where's the rabies? So 1, 2, buckle my, shoe, yabba-doo, hibbity-hoo, crack-a-poo, and that's all I got for you. Okay. You didn't know you were getting dinner and a show.
That's right.
There's like a 30-second. Here's jalapeno poppers. It's all voiced over.
Everything's depth. Oh, and the Waltwins made jalapeno poppers.
The Waltwins gave us nothing that we could work with.
That's really good. With the jalapeno poppers, you get the nice earthy flavor, freshness, and crisp that you get with the jalapeno, creaminess from the cream cheese, and then saltiness from the bacon and the cheese as well. Pit Boss rubs is going to kind of bring all of them together and make them pop even more with the smoked salt and pepper and the cowboy butter as well. So we're very excited to have everyone try these. I don't know who invented these, but we're glad they did. So Mr. Popper, thank you. Hey. All right, little PSA. As tempting as it is, don't lick your fingers when you're dealing with raw meat, raw bacon. It'll make you sick.
How do you know, Brett?
Really sick. Give it a try. Telling you from a friend's experience. It's what you've heard? Yes. I'm not doing that for a third time. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if we were clear on this too. As we wrap, I'm overlapping the bottom of the bacon. This is just going to kind of just a little bit, because like I said, as it cooks, it's going to shrink up. And so you want it to cover as much as the jalapeno as we can. So I'm going to stretch it and hold it and fold it and mold it.
Don't forget to stretch your bacon. You stretch the bacon. You stretch the bacon.
Just to let you know, this is exactly how it goes every time we're home cooking. We're getting stupid.
So we've always enjoyed cooking.
Actually, during COVID, on our YouTube channel, we decided we were going to start cooking on a flat top. And so we did. And that's brought us to here. We absolutely love it. We love finding new recipes, sharing new things, working with Pit Boss. We've been learning a lot on the smokers and the grills. And so therefore our knowledge is growing, and our enjoyment to share what we've learned has grown as well. So, well, Brett, it's time to rub it. So time for
the mystery rub.
Oh, well, hey, thanks. Today we are going to be using Pit Boss Cowboy Butter Rub. So we're going to go ahead, season these up, and get them on the smoker. So, and this part's simple. Use as little or as much as you want. We're just using a little, again, because we don't need a ton. And by the way, they don't have to look pretty. They're still going to taste the same. That's right. It will not affect the flavor. The flavor's always there. And bacon. All right. We've done the click test. We're good. Yeah? The click 1, 2, the click 1, 2. That's right.
Last one.
All right, so those are ready. And like we said, there's a lot of variables with this one. What you're going to cook, how you're going to cook, what you're going to cook in, and even on the smoker, what temp we're going to do it at. If we wanted these a lot more smoky, we would crank it down to about 225, 250 for about an hour, and then crank it up to the 350 for the last 30 minutes or so. This is another one that people want to know the exact times. Times are approximate because we're really just waiting for that bacon to crisp up. Because there's so much fat, this package of bacon might be different than the package of bacon that you're doing. It's also thick cut bacon, so time is going to be what it is, and we'll let you know what the final time is at the end. So now it's time to just toss these in the Pit Boss DX vertical and let them cook. We're going to put them in at 350 degrees. Yeah, one thing that we love about these vertical units is you can see we've got Adam's twice baked potatoes going up on top. We've got the jalapeno poppers going here. We could have a rack of ribs in there. We could also have some chicken wings going, whatever. There's so many options with these units because there's so much cooking space. And like we said, we didn't want to waste, what Adam was doing. He had his already going at 350 for the twice baked potato. So we're like, let's just toss these in underneath it. And there's plenty of room for that. All right, so it's time to wrap up the rest, or get to probably the other portions of the cooks. But for us, we're going to check on these in about 30 minutes, and we'll see where we're at.
All right, so man, we got to clean up. So far, so good. It's going good, man. Yeah, we're going good, man. We just got to clean this.
You guys done yet? There's some other stuff cooking.
You got to get.
Oh my gosh,
I
I'm sorry.
hope your potatoes aren't overcooked, man. Get to it. They might be mashed potatoes now.
All right. It's been a half hour, been rolling at 200 degrees. I'm gonna check on this chicken right now. It is definitely not done, but I just wanted that smoke flavor to get on it. So I'm gonna do some temp checks right now. So this one, about 125, 126. We go in the back seat here. We're at about 150. So that's letting me know the ones in the back, they're almost done. All right, so they're in the ballpark of about 130 degrees right now. I'm gonna turn up the smoker to about 350 degrees. And then we'll check on them probably in about 15 minutes. But right before they hit about 165, I'm gonna sauce them up, and then we'll let that sauce tack on. We're gonna be eating good for sure. See you guys in a little bit.
All right, so the potatoes have hit that temp. They're about 208 degrees. Again, we're shooting for a temperature. We're not doing the squishy thing. We're not wrapping in foil. We're doing temperature. So now what's gonna happen is we are gonna slice these off. We're gonna slice about the third off. We're hopefully not gonna do what the Waltwins did and kind of do a third. We'll kind of see what happens. Then we're gonna scoop out the insides. We're gonna mix it with all sorts of good stuff. Then we're gonna get it back into the potato, top it with some cheese, back in. That's where our twice bake comes in. So let's get prepping right now. So we got our potatoes. I like a big stuffed twice baked potato. So I'm just gonna top just kind of about a third of that off. And again, gonna double check because learning from the Waltwins and cooking with them, my measurements are kind of way off. So we got our potato top cut off. You can see the steam coming out of there. We're gonna go ahead and scoop those out once we get our potatoes cut. And a little tip, I have on a glove and then there's a cotton glove underneath. This helps a lot to help you not burn your hands because you do want to work with the potatoes when they're hot, and this will help you a ton. All right, we got our potatoes cut into thirds. I think I did a pretty good job, but we'll see. This still should be delicious. All right, now we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get scooping, and we're just gonna scoop out the insides. We wanna be a little careful with this side because obviously this is gonna be our presentation side, so we want that skin to kind of stay intact and be able to hold up to that filling. And you can see, this is why you go 208. You can just see it comes out. There's a really good consistency with these. It's hard to describe, but once you cook it to that temp a couple times, you'll know what I mean. It's great, so we're just gonna go ahead, scoop this in the bowl so we can add all of our delicious ingredients into there. Another great trick, I like the potato skins, I like to eat them. Also make a great snack for the pups. Gotta keep the smoking buddy happy. All right, we're scooping, so again, we got the top thirds. You can be a little bit, you don't have to be as careful with these because again, they're not gonna be that presentation side. So I'm just gonna scoop out and get that into the bowl. And now on our sides, that's this presentation side, I'm gonna leave a little bit more around just to kind of keep that shell. I don't want it to kind of collapse in on itself. So there'll be a little extra potato, but as you can see, these are nice and fluffy. They're great consistency because we went to that temp. We didn't do the weird squeeze thing. We didn't wrap in foil. It's great if you do that, but recommend this way. You're gonna be much happier. You're gonna please a lot more of your family and friends this way. So go ahead, I'm scooping out again. You can leave a little bit inside because you got that. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. And go ahead, we're gonna do these to all these. And what's great too with these is this is a little prep intensive. So what I would recommend too is you can do these the day before and then you can just store them in the refrigerator, and then, you know, about an hour before you're ready to eat, just pop these in the oven, let them warm up a little bit, top them with that cheese and that bacon, and they'll still be delicious. They're great hot, but you know, definitely they are prep heavy, so if you prep them ahead of time, it can be a lifesaver, let you hang out with your family and friends instead of just hanging back in the kitchen and slaving over some hot potatoes and mixing on all that fun stuff. This is one of my favorite recipes to cook. My mom did a twice baked potato. She didn't put them back into the potato shells. She just kind of put them in the bowl, mixed them, and then put them in a casserole dish. So this is kind of a little bit of best of both worlds for me. I'm kind of like, remember being really little, cooking with my mom in the kitchen, cooking the twice baked potatoes kind of her way, and then kind of bringing like my style into it a little bit. So that's kind of fun to do. We got our potatoes in the bowl. They're nice and hot. A little trick, as you're starting to add your butter, your sour cream, your heavy cream, make sure that's a little bit warm. What's gonna happen is if that's cold, is potatoes are starchy. And if you dump something cold on there, that's gonna seize up, and that's when you're gonna get that really gluey potato, and it's not gonna be fluffy, it's not gonna be creamy. So let it warm up a little bit. Obviously you wanna be food safe, don't leave it out all day. But let it warm up a little bit so when it hits those starches in the potatoes, it's not gonna seize up and you get a good consistency. So we got our potatoes scooped out. First, we're gonna add some butter. And again, kind of eyeball it. I start with about half a stick. Again, butter makes everything better. Can't go wrong with it. So we're gonna throw some butter in there. We're gonna throw a little bit of cheese in there because they're hot, so we kind of want that cheese to be throughout. And then we got our potato masher, and we're just gonna kind of get mashing. We're just gonna kind of get a good consistency. Again, we're looking for that creamy consistency and just kind of start to get this mixed up with the butter. It's also kind of nice too if you need it. Taste it, have a little tasting spoon, take a taste as you go, kind of see how it is. Do you need more cream? Do you need more butter? Do you want more cheese? Again, they're your, kind of take them in the direction you want to go. So as you can kind of see, we're starting to get them kind of nice and creamy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to throw in a little bit of sour cream. Not too much. Again, we can adjust if we need more. And then I'm going to mix that. And then this is going to start to get that kind of nice and creamy, kind of add some of that texture we're looking for. So these are kind of those silky smooth potatoes that are going to be delicious. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to get that. And now we're going to mix in some heavy cream because heavy cream's awesome. It's great. And we're just going to add in a little bit at a time until you get that consistency you want. Again, if you add too little, not a big deal. You can always go back and add more. But if you add too much, it's really hard to take it out and try and find some more potatoes. So again, we're just going to get that. I can see it's a little bit, seems a little sticky, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to add in a little bit more of this, kind of get more creamy consistency with the potatoes. So go ahead, we're going to stir that up a little bit more, get a little bit more cream in there. And of course, we're going to top it with bacon, but bacon makes everything better. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to throw some bacon on in there, get that all mixed up and nice in there, get that all mashed up and stirred. And then we're going to go ahead, we're going to add some cowboy butter. This is just an awesome rub, love it. It's going to give it that pop of flavor. We're going to go ahead, we're just going to sprinkle some of that in there, get that in there. We're going to go ahead, we're going to mix it on up, hit it again, make sure we get some good flavor throughout our potatoes. So we got our potatoes going on, and this was my favorite part as a kid. This is where the whole family can have fun, this family dinner. You know, take a little sample. We're going to pass it off to the Waltwins.
Oh, yeah, I'm here for you, buddy.
And we're going to see, what does it need? Because that's what cooking is about. What do you need? What do you need to add?
It's really good. Maybe a little more of the cowboy butter.
All right, we can do that.
But not too much else. That's perfect. That's delicious.
Get that stirred up. All right. We got that mixed up. Now we're going to go ahead. We're going to get it back into our potatoes for that twice bake. So we're going to get our potatoes nice and ready. And now we're going to go ahead and we are going to fill up these potatoes. So go ahead, and we're going to go ahead and get in here and just get these loaded up. That's why I like to cut the third off, because these are going to be overfilling. These are not just going to be a little bit filled. These are going to be some serious stuffed twice baked potatoes. Got to treat your family and friends right. So go ahead, we're going to fill them all up, and then we'll add some more on the top once we get these all filled up, kind of see how much we're working with. And again, these can be made a day ahead in advance, which is nice. They heat up great. They reheat great, so you can definitely, don't have to be making them the day of, and it's awesome. So get these all nice and filled. I'm just kind of pushing that mixture down, filling it up, just kind of giving that potato back its firmness. So these are all nice and stuffed with all of that good stuff. Go ahead, we're going to get that in there. All right, so we got these kind of filled up. You can see I did a Waltwin cut on one of these. It's kind of a little wobbly.
You're welcome.
And then we're just going to go ahead and we're going to get some of that last little scoop. Just kind of top them off, kind of make them overflowing, make them look all pretty. Kind of going for that rustic look, doesn't need to be perfect. All right, so these are looking great. They're stuffed. I have a little extra filling in the bowl. I could fill these up a little bit more, but as you can see, we got them restuffed. All right, I'm going to go ahead. Going to top these off with some cheese, and then we're going to go back into the vertical at 350, get this cheese nice and melty, and then this will be ready to top, and then dinner should almost be ready.
All right, guys, the chicken is almost up to temp. I'm gonna get some barbecue sauce into a bowl right here. This is Pit Boss's Sweet Heat. It has that perfect combination of two things, sweet and heat. So this is gonna go perfect on that chicken. So now I'm gonna get over to the smoker and let's sauce up these wings. Woo! Hey! Hot dang, that looks so good. All right. Just gonna hit these up with some sauce, and this meal's gonna be boss. Now, personally, if you didn't sauce these chicken leg quarters, they would come out just as good. But for me, I just like a little sweet tackiness to the bite, and it just brings it over the top. These are gonna be killer. Now, if your barbecue sauce is a little too thick, you can cut it down with some soda, and that is just gonna help you glaze on the barbecue sauce just that much better, but I have a feeling we're gonna be in for a really good treat. All right, so I'm gonna give these about 10 minutes on the smoker. I just want that barbecue sauce to tack up. That's it. And then afterwards, we're gonna be eating so good. Where are those twins at? Huh.
Here we are behind the smoker the whole time. The whole time. Smells delicious.
Smells
amazing. Our bacon's done.
All right.
All right. It looks like the bacon is crispy. It's been about 40 minutes.
Right, we did say we were less worried about the time and more about making sure that bacon was crisp and ready to go, and it's fantastic.
Ooh.
Yeah, be careful pulling those out.
The cream
Don't
cheese is ready
pop them
too.
early, my guy. The cream cheese is cooked too. Like Adam was saying earlier, smell-o-vision. All right, you can see the potatoes are just about done too. Yeah, we saved some space for those, but let's get these down.
All right, the potatoes just came off the vertical. Cheese is nice and melty. We're gonna go ahead and top these. Chicken's almost finished, so when these are topped, we're gonna be ready to eat. So let's go ahead, let's top these up. We're gonna go with a little bit of sour cream. Just gonna put a little dollop in the middle. All right, now we're gonna go ahead. Got some green onion, gonna sprinkle that on. Get in touch with our inner food artist. Playing with your food is always fun. Go ahead, make sure we hit kind of all sides of that. And then of course, bacon, because if you don't have bacon, well, you're missing out on life. And there we go. Well, that was easy, so I'm looking forward to the other dishes. That chicken smells incredible, and I know those poppers are gonna be awesome.
All right. Let's pull these chicken leg quarters. Oh, money. Absolutely money. Look at that. Now, pro tip, you want to make sure you have cotton glove liners on because this chicken is screaming hot, just like me. All right. Bam. All right, who's hungry?
I won. I put mine down first.
Gentlemen, dinner is served.
Let's
This
eat.
is fit for a king indeed.
Ah, delicioso.
Actually, fit for a boss. How about that? See what I did there?
A pit boss.
That's right. Again, on three. For one.
Are we going on two? So 2.5, 3, after 3. Okay, that's good. That's good.
All right. Well, before we eat, let's do a quick recap. Grill Sergeant, what you got?
I have some smoked and sauced chicken leg quarters.
That's right. All right, Adam from this Juke and Q, what do you got, man?
I got some cheesy twice-baked potatoes.
All right, and Brett from the Waltwins, what do you got? We got some bacon-wrapped jalapeno poppers. But like we say, this can look amazing, which it all looks quite amazing.
Like we say, it can smell amazing.
Fellas, can I get a smell? Yeah?
Hell yeah.
But if it doesn't taste amazing, this is all for naught. Let's get a bite.
All right, let's start with the potatoes. Potatoes, they hate and...
All right.
All right, we go.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah.
Holy cow.
There's perfect touch of smoke.
That's what stood out. I can taste that smoke in that. Spectacular, man. Kudos.
What do you think, Adam?
I think they're delicious, but if they didn't taste good, I was just going to blame you anyways because you tried them.
But you don't have to blame anyone but yourself, because those are insane. Those are great.
I'm tired of looking at that chicken. I want it. Don't be a chicken.
Don't be a chicken. Try
Yeah.
the chicken. Let's see. Is it okay?
So this chicken will cluck you up. This chicken, I mean, some say it's almost addicting as quack. So let's.
That must be the duck fat that makes it.
Sorry for using foul language around here, but yeah, get in here.
You see what we did there?
Woo! And here I thought he was just winging it.
We like,
See?
Oh man, that looks cooked perfectly.
Literally fall
It
off
smells
the
unreal.
bone.
Look at that.
Beautiful. All right.
Let's grab some of that.
Hey. I'd even attack.
Oh man, brethren, cheers.
Cheers.
I'll eat to that.
My brothers. Oh,
Get out of here. Money.
it's like you said, this is the perfect cut of chicken.
Absolutely
It
cooked to perfection. That skin just snaps.
delicious, Austin.
Beautiful.
Who wants to lick my fingers?
Well, I need to dig into those jalapeno poppers.
Let's do that next. And go ahead and grab one, gentlemen.
All right.
All right.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Bacon. Here we go.
Boom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was worth the 48-hour wait for these. Amazing.
That was great. Totally agree, those got some heat. Those do have a lot of heat on those. Holy cow.
And the smoke on the bacon, just good.
Good call on the cowboy butter.
Cowboy butter.
Yeah,
rub from Pit Boss.
Yeah, I was worried about the thick cut, but this turned out perfect.
Yeah, the thick cut. In fact, if we did thin cut, this would we would be just crisp.
But I love it because the jalapeno did what I wanted. It softened. It got soft. There's not too much bite of crisp. That's how I like it. Oh, that's so good.
That's a good popper. Baby popping.
That's a family meal that's going to feed everybody, make everybody happy. There's something for everybody. I just want to keep digging on in.
All right, so this has absolutely been amazing. We're so thankful to Pit Boss for bringing all these creators together where we can get together and cook meals like this together like family. Hopefully we've given you some ideas that you can cook and bring your family together with some of the ideas that we shared with you today.
Absolutely. It's sharing good food with good people. It's what it's all about. Make sure and get these recipes on your smoker. There's so many great things that you can do.
And again, these recipes are super easy to make, and they're going to be a huge hit with family and friends. Everyone's going to love it. They're going to think you're a rock star in the kitchen and you belong on Food Network.
All right, Pit Boss, thank you so much for this event here. This was so fun. It was awesome hanging out with you guys.
Likewise.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Later, guys.
All right, guys. Pit
hands
Boss
on
on
three.
3.
1, 2, 3, Pit Boss!
We got it right.
All right.
Oh, look, you just walked away. Thank you. Good job, Paul.
You left me on the ground.